Hi everybody. I just want to say it is almost now 3 o'clock in the morning over on the East Coast, and it is my privilege and my honor to say that I have actually seen history be made. I have seen an African American man win, not only run, but win the highest office in this country, and I am so proud of this fact. I'm just over the moon with it. But before I go on about that, I want to backtrack a little and I want to talk about my previous video. I did have some people view it. I did have some comments about it. And my thing is, if you were too busy, how can I put this nicely? I didn't make it just to annoy people. I did it just to grab your attention. And my thing is, if you're too busy paying attention to the background and not looking into my eyes and listening to what I'm saying, then you're not going to get it. I mean, there are some people who look at videos and their mind just trails off. I know sometimes I'll be looking at a video, it could be somebody talking about something, and for whatever reason, it just might not seem that interesting to me. So that was one of the reasons why I did it. I did it as an attention getter. I want to thank the few people who did look at the video, and also want to thank the few people who commented on it. That was very nice of you guys. Even if you didn't agree with what I had to say, I'm thankful for the comments anyway. I want to give my respects to Senator McCain. He was not someone that I voted for. He was not someone that I thought could be my president, but I do give him props. I do give him the respect of running. He has tried to run before, and in the past I used to feel real sorry for him because when he did run before, you know, his own colleagues would trash him down. They would say that just because he was a Vietnam vet, that he had flashbacks and he had a nervous breakdown and all this other kind of stuff, and they were saying that he didn't have the mental stability to lead, and I just thought that that was just very wrong and very, very cruel, especially for someone who served his country, who gave a huge part of himself, who sacrificed a huge part of himself for this country. He did not deserve to be trashed down like that. So to see him run and finally get the recognition that he wanted and to almost get the brass ring, I thought was just inspiring. So he wasn't what I wanted for a president, but I do give him the respect that he deserves. I also want to say that this is something that I never expected to see in my lifetime. I thought that if I ever did see an African American man become president, I figured that it would be until I was a little old lady. But to see it in my youth just makes me so happy. And another thing that gets me is that, going back to the video I made before, back in the 90s when President Clinton ran, I was a part of Generation X. And Generation X, I know it's a media buzzworthy word, but those who were 20-somethings back then were seen as lazy and apathetic, that all we wanted to do was get pierced or twist our dreads or dye our hair or get a tattoo or go to Lollapalooza, that we really didn't care about what was going on around the world, that was going on in the world around us, pardon me for that. And I was very angry about that because I have been voting every single election ever since I turned 18. When everybody else was going through their rites of passages, the usual rites of passage, smoking, drinking, dabbling in, substances, or getting laid or whatever. Pardon me for sounding vulgar, but, well, when everybody else was doing that, when everybody else was going through those rites of passages, I wasn't. my first rite of passage was getting my voter registration card, and I am going to continue to vote, and I will vote until the day I leave this earth, which I hope will not be anytime soon, knock on wood. So, anyway, that was the other reason why I made the video yesterday. The final thing that I want to say is that I love seeing history be made. Positive history. I mean, even when bad history is made, it is history. It is still something that we look back upon. And we had bad times at the beginning of the new millennium, at the beginning of this decade. We had something that we never thought would ever happen to us on our soil, but it did. And now we have something wonderful like this happen at the end of the decade. So, it's really amazing to me, and it brings home something that we all learn when we're little. When we're children, we go to our parents and we say, Mommy, I want to be a fireman when I grow up, or I want to be an actress when I grow up, or I want to be a school teacher when I grow up, or I want to be president of the United States when I grow up. Our parents always say to us, you can be anything that you want to be as long as you put your minds to it. And I've always had to wonder, when I was little, I would be inspired by the words, but I would always think to myself, could I? Could I really? Well, now I can see and say that it is true, that yes, we can grow up to be anything we want, as long as we work hard for it and strive for it and do our best. We can make our dreams come true. We can be an astronaut. We can be an award-winning actor. We can be President of the United States. It is true. It can be done. And I know that when that day comes, when my children come to me, or my son and my daughter come to me and say, Mommy, I want to be this when I grow up. Can I? I will look them in their faces and I will say, yes, you can. You absolutely, positively can become anything that you want. And even if you do fall short, you've had a wonderful time reaching for the stars. I know it sounds a little cliche or a little sappy-syrupy, but it's the truth. And you're always going to get that from me, the truth. So, thank you very much. Good night, America. Good night, everyone around the world. Be happy, be safe, and until next time, this is Robin, live from the Robin's Nest. Good night.